After leaving Haines, we retrace our route along the Lynn Canal, through Icy Strait, pass by the entrance into Glacier Bay, and turn north into Dundas Bay, where we have a view of the spectacular Fairweather mountain range. As we progress into the northern arm of the bay, we encounter many sea otters. The scenery is spectacular. We lower the anchor and relax in peaceful surroundings. A lowering sun highlights the shoreline. The following day, we move a few miles west into Taylor Bay at the mouth of the Brady Glacier and ice field. When Captain Vancouver was here in 1794, this was a calving tidewater glacier, but it has retreated many miles since that time. In fact, the water is so shallow that we cannot get close. The Brady ice field is huge and extends 37 miles inland. Chris lands our drone on Venture's landing pad. From here, we transit Cross Sound to the small hamlet of Elfin Cove. We have visited this spot several times in the past, and you need to arrive early to get a berth at the government dock. Initially, it looks unpromising, but we find a spot at the base of the ramp. We are surprised and delighted to see the coastal mountains in the distance, which we have never before noticed on previous visits. No ferry calls here, and everything has to come in and out by float plane or boat. We learn that a new refrigerator for the one local restaurant is aboard this barge. Lingering twilight enhances the view of the mountains. But the following morning they are once again hidden from view when we take our leave. Sports fishing is a major activity, with fishermen and their catch being brought to and from Juneau by float plane. The end of the jetty is the float plane dock. We next visit Jacoby Rock, where in November 1950 the fishing boat Dixie was wrecked in wicked weather, with the tragic loss of the owner and his son. The sole survivor, Helvig Christensen, clung to the exposed rock in breaking seas and freezing conditions for 60 endless hours before being rescued by Tom Allain, accompanied by 2 teenage girls. During the violent rescue in the pitch-dark and freezing ferocious seas, Tom's boat also struck the reef, piercing the hull and damaging the shaft and propeller. They limped home along the rugged rock-strewn coast, with the girls using the hand bilge pump to keep the boat afloat. This brief description omits the brutal details of the rescue, recounted in full by Norm Carson in his book. Many years later, we follow their route up Lisiansky Inlet to the hamlet of Pelican, that took its name from the ship that brought the first settlers to the area. Just one ferry calls here per month. The town is built entirely on pilings, with all buildings connected by boardwalk. Sports fishing is popular, as evidenced by this scene on the dock. Halibut are caught in deep water. This stuffed salmon decorates the wall of Rosie's restaurant. Float planes make frequent flights to Juneau and Sitka.
Feel free. I need those things. You just come back in that you're trying to get a hold of Jason.
I guess that's, yep.
While we are here, a Celine 66, owned and operated by a French doctor from New Caledonia, arrives at the dock. Launched in 2005 and named Jade, she has voyaged from New Zealand to Japan and thence to Kamchatka, the Aleutians, Prince William Sound, and on to Southeast Alaska and British Columbia. Shortly thereafter, Star, with whom we have been in regular contact, is shown here reaching this spot from a mammoth trip from Hawaii to Guam and Japan via the Aleutians. Chris, Christine, and Star's captain, Sam Landsman, gather in her engine room. Venture has herself just passed 75,000 nautical miles. Amazingly, the paths of these three much-traveled vessels have crossed purely by chance in this remote place. When you see boats at a dock, you just never know how far they might have traveled. The tides here also have a wide range, with much land revealed at low water and tall pilings to accommodate the high. After this brief encounter, us travellers go our separate ways, although, once more by chance, we will again cross paths in Sitka. Star arrived back in Hawaii from Seattle on December the 1st, 2023, after a total journey of 15,000 nautical miles.